Hey everyone, this is DeagleBeagle. So today we're going to go over Basculegion and a few different ways on how to use it. I know Neil talked about it, etc. So you probably don't want to use the female one because it has less attack. It has more special attack, but I don't think you would really use that. But let's just look at it really quick. So as far as special attacks goes, remember how they took out almost all the freaking water moves that are special, or well, yeah, the special ones like Scald. So that probably wouldn't be any good. I want to use the female one. I mean, I don't think it would be worth it with like Surf or whatnot. Maybe, but probably not. So use the male one most likely and make it either Swift Swim or Adaptability. I kind of like the idea of adaptability more because Swift Swim is still not guaranteed to outspeed anything after the boost, because they could have like Tailwind plus a faster Pokemon or Thunder Wave or whatever. So I would probably prefer in general adaptability and somehow outspeeding them, even though you might go last with this thing. You could even use it, I want to say, in Trick Room if you make it. I'll show that one later. But for now, you probably should max attack on it and use Liquidation. No, doesn't it get Wave Crash? Wave Crash, probably, instead of that. Last Respects and Aqua Jet and Protect, I think, is normally standard with Terra Water. You could use other moves like Psychic Fangs, but that's probably more for like a band set or whatever. I guess you could even use Choice Scarf with it. So probably Protect for now. Make it like Mystic Water or Life Orb. And then as far as the speed tier goes, what's in between 95 speed and 130 or 140 something? Let's see if there's anything. Wait, did I put Gudra Hisuian in there? Yeah, okay, it's slower. Yeah, I think I did. It's just lower speed, so forget it. Goldango is... it could use min speed, but it's probably going to use more than that. That's not really... Well, actually, it is a threat with Shadow Ball. Iron Hand's probably not going to be that much speed anyways. And then... Glamorn... Rotom's not used that much. I think it'd mostly just be Pelipper, other Pelippers, and... Let's see. I don't think Gudra would max its speed. I don't think I would give it like any speed. Well, let me see. These aren't used that much. See, there's a huge speed gap between, like, what was that? Between, what's the common one? I mean, the most important speed tier gaps are probably like 70, 80, well, no, not 80. Well, 80 maybe uninvested. I needed to include more in the uninvested. So 70 speed, 80 speed, but after, and even maybe 85 kind of. But in between there's really almost nothing besides Pelipper until you start getting to higher speed levels to where it's relevant. Like 138 would probably be the next relevant speed tier because of Glamora. You know, that's not used like at all anymore because of Lunar Blessing and other well, it probably should be used more, but yeah, there's just a huge speed gap. So Basculegion 143 speed, you outspeed some stuff, but I mean you do outspeed Heatran, but I don't think they're gonna max speed on it anyways. So I would personally just go for max HP for now. Give it, well, it depends if you're using Tailwind. If you're using Tailwind, use at least 143 speed. Give it probably Adamant. And that's one way to use it. Another way is Choice Band. And like I was saying, you could use Psychic Fangs to take off the screens and use it for coverage versus Amoonguss or something. There are other moves you could use though. Maybe some Terra Blast for coverage and change your offensive and defensive type, or something else, but that would probably be standard. And then Scarf is an option with adaptability. That might be better than Swift Swim. Probably better than Swift Swim, because then you have to use Pelipper, and yeah, Pelipper does boost up its water moves, but you don't have a ton of coverage. I rather probably use Scarf or Band or Life Orb with this thing. And then the last set, I'm going to make it for Trick Room. You don't have to use Terra Water, by the way. I'll change that. Well, I won't change it yet, but on the next one I will. It's still somewhat slow for Trick Room. You could, though, make it have maybe Terra Blast and give it some defensive Terra. And I need to include a Swift Swim one before I forget. But for now, I'm going to say, what resists water? Well, besides Storm Drain, water Pokemon, Dragon Pokemon. Am I missing something? Water and Dragon and Grass. I think those are the main ones. So Ice would be good. What else would, I mean, Ice would probably be the best. So you could use, like, let's just check really quick. I don't think it gets an Ice move. Maybe Ice Fang. Yeah, it gets Ice Fang. So I guess you don't have to use Terra Blast, but you could. It's a little bit more powerful, and use like Ice with it. It's not weak to fighting, so you might be somewhat safe to Terra Ice with it, because they might not want to risk hitting your Ghost typing with it if you don't Terra. So Ice, I think, would be good. But as far as a defensive Terra goes, it's weak to Electric, Grass, Ghost, and Dark. So you could use, I want to say Steel, but that doesn't resist a ton of what it's weak to. You could probably use, well, it does resist Grass. Fairy is alright, but I would just probably use the Stab one. And here's the Swift Swim one. You could even use Choice Scarf with Swift Swim, just so you for sure outspeed, not for sure outspeed, but more likely outspeed them. So, up to you. But Swift Swim is an option. I just don't think I would personally recommend it, but it is possible. I don't know why. It just seems like because you have to have Basculegion, it seems like, in the back a lot of times for it to do well. And a lot of times with the high speed, it might make sense to lead with it. If Basculegion's probably never going to be top tier because it relies a lot on last respects to be good for coverage, and you typically want to use it in the back, and that's pretty predictable. They'll just set up tailwind or something in the back, and you won't outspeed them, and they'll just beat you, or they'll save their, I don't know, maybe normal type, but you do have water moves. So yeah, I'd say mostly it getting outsped is the issue. So if I used it, I would probably use it in Trick Room or use Scarf with Swift Swim on it or something, because it getting outsped is probably the main issue with it, plus not being able to lead as well as other weather combos. So overall, I'd say it's high tier, but it's definitely not top tier. So thanks for watching.